I'm really looking forward to diving into this question today from William. He said this: I get into the backswing and I start down way too fast and I don't transfer my weight enough. Please show me when to start the pivot during the backswing. So that's like moving better through here. Now we're also going to look at that, but also I want to cover a really important point too. Because John, one of my 12 handicap lessons a week and a half ago, said to me, I swing it back and I just start losing where the club is. When it goes behind my head, I have no idea where it is. So I want to clarify a little tweak and a little feeling, I'll be honest with you can take straight out onto the golf course. And also if you're thinking, how do I get involved in this channel? Like William? Well, I'll tell you at some point in this video so you can get your question answered and I can help you play your best golf this summer. So let's cover the movements in the body. So what does this body actually have to do? There's 3 little segments I need you to be bothered about, okay? The shoulder moving down, the shoulders moving across, and the hips moving back. They're the 3 little segments. It will become automatic. But very often, I just want students to break the movement down, because once you break it down, you're like, well, you know what? Why was I worrying about it? So this is the first phase. And I highlight this. So just put that club out in front of you like this, your elbows locked in, okay? Get into goal posture and tilt over. I've got 7-iron in my hand, as I said at the start of the video, so that's where I'm starting. Now, if I leave the golf club there, your hips, okay, leave the golf club where it is, your hips move like this, okay? You move your hips backwards, okay? That's the first part of this. Let's make this in isolation right here. The second part is your left shoulder needs to tilt a little down, okay? It also needs to work a little bit across. Now, if you have too much of one and not enough of the other, or don't have any of certain parts of that, look what scenarios you could create. You could create sort of a 2 flat shoulder plane, a bit of a reverse pivot, then essentially not swing the golf club on plane at all in the backswing, and then on the way down, you're like, and trying to find where it is, and that's just a recipe for absolute disaster. So those in isolation look very much something like this. Flat shoulder plane, a little bit of a reverse pivot, and then just hips moving and body moving. No tension in here. So this is what I want you to feel. My feelings, and this I want to stress, is what I think on every single shot. Like if I play this shot right here, this is what I'm focusing on. Left shoulder working down, hips moving back, and then I can just swing on plane and hit shots. I mean, that's just slightly right. Yeah, I mean, that's on the green. I mean, from this distance, we're going to be happy with that. But what I focus on is this to start the swing. Again, get that club out in front of us. It's just a great way of just feeling the body. So I feel as my left shoulder works down, my right hip moves back, and that really just then gets me to move across like this. Now look where I am. Look at my shaft. It's on plane. It's perfect. So I feel my left shoulder starts to point to my left foot as my right hip moves back. Look how that just encourages this. I mean, it's almost like a bit automatic, which I like automatic. Anything that's automatic is so much easier to bring into your golf game. Think about it. When you're playing your best, you're not thinking about anything. And I love it when you're not thinking about much. So practice that, I reckon 6 to 8 reps. That's all it's going to take. Left shoulder works down, right hip moves back. Boom, look where I am. It just gets the blend of everything. I'm not too flat. I'm not reverse pivoting. I'm getting the blend of everything I want to get the golf club on plane. So now you understand and we've broken down those movements. I hope you're feeling way more comfortable, because whether you're coming down the last like I am here with a card in your hand, and that's pressurizing, or it's the first tee shot of the day with a driver, the process remains the same. The only thing that adjusts is your distance from the golf ball. So as you go from a wedge all the way to a driver, your shoulder plane will change slightly. Like, have a look at these swings right here. Just because I'm stood further away, my shoulder plane gets gradually a little bit flatter with driver than it is with a wedge in my hand. Like, it's just natural. That's what happens. Okay, so we know now the body moves great. I also want to tell you how you get involved with Powered by the Viewers, because I want to help you play golf. Now, as long as you've subscribed, okay, you've also turned on the bell, then, like William, I can answer your question. I might be quick, because you just comment it down below. I am organising the next couple of weeks of content tonight, and I want to choose yours. So be quick, get it down below in the comments right now, and then continue watching this video. And I really know for a fact you're going to be way more comfortable. Look at those. And isn't it mad to see the differences in those swings? Okay, so let's get back to what I feel on the golf course, as well as this left shoulder and right hip. If you're losing the sort of sensation of where this club is, which, right, by the way, is totally normal, and I have it quite a lot. So I go back to this drill. I grab a T-peg and I just place it in the end, just like this. Just there, like look, just in the end of the club. And what I feel this does, it's almost like a little bit of a laser out of the bottom of the club where we feel that position right here. So I always think if I start the swing right, I let the rest of it happen. So I'm standing over that shot, left shoulder, right hip, and point the T-peg somewhere down level with the golf ball. So not down towards the feet, not over the golf ball, over in that direction, somewhere around here. And from there, just look, and boom, I'm in every single time, a little bit from when we had this, look where it points. Can you see the correlation of how this sort of starts to feel and understand where the club is now? Because it's in relation to your body, but also it's not getting lost anywhere too. You've got a laser, or not a laser, it's a T-peg, but it just gives you a reference point of where the club is. So on every single shot on the golf course, I would stand here, first practice swing, left shoulder, right hip, set, move through. Second practice swing, just make it all the way fluid. And I realise you can't play with this in, but you can imagine it, right? You can really just imagine it and feel as though it's there. And golf's all about imagining these little nuances to help you play better. Now watch this one. That's the feeling, Alex. Oh, that's just the best shot. That was pure. Look at the divot I got on that too. Oh yeah. Let me go and show you where these have finished. Look at these shots right here. First one, just here. The second one pitched just here. And that's sort of, I guess, consistency, isn't it? They pitch the same number, and consistency, wait, there we go, is absolutely vital, there we go, if we want to lower our scores, because there's no point blasting one long, finishing one short. And I promise you that keeping that there, right, that there is keeping the understanding and the relationship to your entire golf swing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you need help, just pop it down below, please.